check, check, check. One, two, three. Check, check, check.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing today? Hopefully, you all were able to survive the slaughter today. It's Tuesday, September 14th, 3:20 p.m. We're in the middle of power hour. Markets are about to be closing in 40 minutes. So the title of this video, how to survive and what to do when in a tough market. I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I was ranting and raving right at the beginning of September and even before September. Hey guys, time to take our foot off the gas. My career, I've been doing this for 6 years. September has always been the hardest month to trade. So every single year when we come to September, I like to take my foot off the gas, get into defensive mode. I look at it like I'm protecting my profits that I've made over the summer. Enjoy those profits. Markets will heat back up again, but you do not want to be in this market slowly draining out your accounts. You do not want to do that because then you'll be sitting on the sidelines while everybody else is trading in a hot market at the end of 2021. So a lot of stocks today just got hammered. Why is that? Well, as the saying goes, and I'm sure you guys heard multiple people and gurus say, 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. And if you look at my high-low scanner here on Trade Ideas, 74% of stocks are red and making new lows on the day. This bad boy right here. 74% of stocks are red and making new lows, while 25% is making new highs. 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. And if we take a look at the SPY, which is an S&P 500 spider index or ETF. This has just been getting hammered. You could scroll out on this. The last time it was up at its highs was back here on September 3rd, which was over 2 weeks ago. Over 2 weeks. Not last Friday, but the Friday before that. So a total of 5, 6, 7 straight 8 days, the markets and indexes have been red pretty much. From 453 just getting hammered all the way down to 443. So markets are falling apart and falling off. Stocks are sure to follow. Let's take a look at some stocks that really had some downfalls. ATER. This trended up for days. And once the trend's over with, these stocks really have no point in being up that high. That's why a lot of times you'll see them just crumble and fall apart hard. ATER, all day today, just getting hammered down lower and lower. BBIG, getting hammered lower and lower. And this morning, in the pre-market prep, we slapped a trend line on this bad boy, connecting all of the lower highs. It's real important when a stock's in a downtrend that you try not to be a bottom picker or try to predict when a stock is potentially going to reverse. If you battle with the stock in the chart and try to predict and time when stocks are going to try to reverse, you're only going to end up destroying your account and taking paper cuts and paper cuts. You don't want to die from 1,000 paper cuts. You don't. So BBIG still in a confirmed downtrend, still getting hammered down. A lot of failed follow through and breakouts today. BLU, quick morning spike right here. You got your consolidation, fails and falls apart. The best thing to do is be very, very observant all the time. What do you see going on across the board? So this is why I always try to have multiple charts up at all times so I can get an idea and see how the overall market is performing, so I can get a feel. And also as well, in my head, while looking at all of these charts here, I'll put together a little plan in my head, levels that a stock could potentially move to, move through. And if I see that these stocks are doing as I planned out in my head, that's where I start to get my confidence from. And I like to say I'm aligned with the market. If I'm playing things out in my head and putting together plans, and then I see them failing across the board, I have to take notice of that, take my foot off the gas, and say, hey, I'm not seeing the market. I'm not aligned with the market. So I should not be trading right now. So one of the top stocks gapping up this morning was LIFE. Let's take a look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. LIFE was the top stock yesterday, running from $6 all the way up to $10. And then after hours and post-market, pre-market, this was running all the way up to $13. So there was a lot of attention on LIFE going into the open. And look what this thing's done. Opens up at 1250s, fails to push up over 13, all day just been getting hammered down, all the way to $9. straight getting hammered on this thing. But there was some opportunities out here today. There was. This is the type of market you have to be very, very patient and swing trading, trend trading. This is a trend trading market. We were just talking about this in the server today. And one thing we've pointed out and noticed was we were seeing a lot of stocks slowly trending and trending and trending up to the upside and then having a big move to the upside. First example was ATER. ATER, when you scroll out on this stock was trending and trending and trending to the upside. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. And then you get that euphoric run to the upside. And then once the trend is broken, these stocks crumble and fall apart hard. So there was ATER. Then we had LIFE. This was slowly trending to the upside. Here yesterday, when you zoom in on this, trending up all day yesterday, slow and steady. And then you get that big euphoric run right here, crumbles and falls apart. BBIG trends up all right here, trends up here, crumbles and falls apart. TMC, you could see it trending up all right here. This is a newer IPO. Slowly trending up. There's your euphoric run. Comes back down, holds trend still, cracks trend, falls apart. These are just a handful of stocks that we've noticed over the last few days have been slowly trending to the upside. And the stock market is very, very trendy. Very trendy. RKLB's getting a little pop right here. This recently had a big sell-off from 21 down to 15 the last couple days here. This was on our watch list today for a potential bounce to the upside because this just recently sold off for 2 straight days. AMC, let's look at that real quick. Just getting hammered. But once again, the same theme. This stock was slowly trending. Boom, explosion. Trending back up. Now that it's broke its trend, it's been selling off quite hard. So a lot of trending, big picture ideas and plays I've been seeing and noticing across the board. This isn't really a scalping market right now. This is a market focused around having patience, paying attention to the big picture type of plays. Remember, 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. So the S&P 500, whatever that does, 75% of stocks are going to follow in sympathy. We were looking at, where is it at? IRNT. This is still holding up, and we got a half hour before the close. I can see this having a good spike on it. You could see clear as day, I was drawing a wedge out on this. It recently had a big up move, and then it collapsed super hard, and it's been slowly trending up and having nice little pops. It's currently testing that trend line resistance right here. If this can get over 23, 24, This thing could start running. It sure can. Just gonna have to have patience with it. See how it plays out. This is more of like a swing type of play. This thing fell down from $38 a share all the way down here to 17 bucks. So from 38 to 17, that's about a $20 sell-off. And currently from, what is this? 17 up to 24, $7 move. So there's still $3 that this guy, I think it can run up to 30. That's a pretty good move. And the stock has proven to us over the last few days here that it can run and rip to the upside with these spikes. So pay attention to what a stock is telling you guys. So let IRNT do its thing. Next stop it's going to want to try to run up to is 23. I think IRNT, if it's got a good shot, it most definitely does. So let's see what happens here as it tests 2250. If it breaks over 2250, next stop is 23. Just gotta patiently wait for these types of plays. Really good movement on it today. I mean, from $20 up to $22.50. That's a nice $2 range. It's at the top of its trend line, trying to push through. Next stop, 23, 24. Breaks over that, it can really start to get running. And the market closes in 30 minutes. So everybody is scattering right now and looking. What's the runner going into the end of the day? You got all of your momentum traders showing up, wanting to trade. Let's see how this plays out. We also got JCS trying to perk up. I could see JCS making a run up to potentially $10. It could. It's hanging around, but it's a battle right now with JCS, IRNT. Which one's going to steal the momentum? I think IRNT is the winner. And look at how much volume is only on IRNT. Only 5.8 million, so not many people know about this stock. That's what we try to focus on here, guys. We're trying to pay attention to the stocks that nobody's talking about. The easy money type of plays. Markets are about to close in 20 minutes, and IRNT is trying to test that 23. It's looking pretty good. There's that 23. Now as it starts to go off on people's momentum scanners and high of day scanners, they all start chasing after it. And when they start chasing after it, we're in the money. So far, so good. IRNT. I started scaling out of my position on this name. I was loading up just under 22. I have 500 shares left. I'm testing it at this 23. I sold 2/3 of my position at 23. So now as it's pushing over 23 right there, now I can join the ask and get filled. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you trade like a boss. Good end of the day run. We told you guys in the chat too to keep this on watch. There's our 2350. I'm happy with 1600. I'll take that. You gotta patiently wait for these plays, guys. Patiently wait. Solid score. So from 2150 to 2350, that's a $2 push to the upside. So paying attention to what you're noticing across the board, guys. Trend trades are the theme right now in the market. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll take that. Your guys' BLU, that's going to run into resistance at $6. I don't see it getting above 6. So again, look at the trend on IRNT on the 10-minute. Trends up from 17 up to 24, pulls back, holding that bottom trend line, working its way. And all you got to do is slap on some lines, connect these high or lower highs, higher lows. Follow the trend. Follow the trend. Look at that volume start to pick up. Now as this is starting to push, people are going to pull this stock up. You always want to try to think ahead. What are other people going to think when they pull up this chart? Someone pulls up this chart, they zoom out, they'll be like, oh wow, this thing spiked dollars the last 2 days. It recently just sold off from 30 down to 15, 16, and it's bouncing. Up over 24 is going to be a hard level to get through. It's getting late in the day too. 20 minutes left before the open. It's got yeah, 24 is going to be a tough level. It's going to pull all the way back down to 22, guys. When this pulls all the way back down to 22, that could present to you another opportunity for an entry. And again, IRNT is more of like a swing type of trade. And all it's doing, it's bouncing. That's all it's doing from this recent big sell off. It's still a garbage company. Well, there you go on BLU. Now that this is pulling back, you want to see it hold up at that 6 and push up even higher. Right there. Push right back up to its highs. You gotta look back though sometimes and ask yourself or tell yourself, hey, this stock just ran up from here all the way up to here. That's over $1 run from, what is that, about 1:30 till now. So 2 hours. This stock ran up nonstop pretty much over $1. So chances are it's going to try to pull back, and it'll probably pull back around this area. Just because we're traders, guys, does not mean we have to trade every single day. So don't take shame in because you didn't trade today, or if you showed up and you took a small loss. There's no shame in that. If you can keep your losses as minimal as possible, that's the objective and goal. Live to trade another day. ISEE, I bet nobody was talking about this. This popped up and was just lingering around up here at 15. Today it got its push up to 1650. So from 1475 runs all the way up to 1675 just about. It's a nice $2 run. EFTR, something's going on with this. This is a high risk play though. AMC getting hammered down. The day the SPY wants to turn around and start finally bouncing, that's going to be a good day, guys. Going to be a great day. So it looks like JCS lost the battle. So you see how they do that? You got to try to pay attention to what stocks are in play towards the end of the close. Because it's like a battle. And it's like that meme that I post in the Discord with the seagulls. This right here. So if you have a few stocks in play and they have nice setups, traders are going to gravitate to the one that's performing and leave behind the other ones that are not performing. So it came down. I got an update. So it came down to JCS and IRNT. IRNT was the one that decided it wanted to run and take off. Everybody gravitates to it with the volume. And when that starts to take off and run, everybody who was waiting on JCS, they forget about it. And this thing falls off. Because they all migrate over to IRNT because it's the stock performing. Does that make sense? This is a market right now, guys, where it's really going to separate the sheep and the wolves, to be honest. This market, it's really going to test you. It's going to test you to see if you got what it takes. Do you belong here? You got to prove that to yourself. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, only to yourself. So play it smart. A lot of people are struggling in this market right now. A lot of people. So take note of that. And always be observant what you're seeing going on across the board. Like with the trend plays we talked about. We've noticed a lot of stocks, they were just slowly trending. TMC, see, this stock was even trending this morning. And when it finally broke that trend line, it collapsed and fell apart. And when you look back yesterday, look what it did. It trended up. And then you got that euphoria run. So that's the current theme going on in this market, guys. Patient type plays. What's our IRNT doing? Getting a nice pullback. 2250. Gearing up for that break over 2350 and 24 potentially. So there's still 10 minutes left. There's still opportunity on this name. This morning we had our attention on LIFE. And look at this garbage stock. Normally, I don't really pay attention to the stocks that everybody and their mother is paying attention to. It did have a good setup this morning, though, but I overlooked the tape and just the overcrowdedness of it. So this was tightly pulling back this morning from the highs at 13, slowly rounding out here. And we were anticipating for this to snap back up to its highs and push. And this thing flushed down on us. I started the day off red on LIFE, trading this garbage. But I was able to get a little bit of it back, trading it earlier, just trading a quick scalp on it. So I lost almost 900 on LIFE here. But then IRNT pops up, and I was able to switch over my attention to this. So by this, I was able to make back my $800, $900 loss and push over into profit. Keep your losses small, guys, and sit back. Wait for that play and setup to come to you. Let me timestamp that. So with this tough market, guys, think about living to trade another day. Don't let one trade and one stock take you out. This is a tough market, and when you look around on Twitter, like I've been saying, a lot of people have been getting their butts handed to them. This isn't a type of market right now where you trade the momentum. You gotta adapt to the market. So market's about to close here in 5 minutes. Hopefully you guys are starting the week off on the right foot. You're in the green. Remember, guys, any profit is good profit. I don't care if it's $25, $100. Remember, a lot of people are consistently losing money right now with the indexes. And with the SPY pulling back every day, going deeper and deeper and deeper, panic starts to perk up. People start to freak out. Look at the VIX. The VIX has even been trending up slowly recently. I notice a lot of people are struggling because it's been super quiet out here. Super quiet. You got to be careful in this game, guys, because the stock market will take everything from you and even more. This can be a very deadly game if not handled with respect. Always respect the stock market, always. It's about to storm here. Well, all right. I hope you guys all have a great end of your day. I'm going to jump off here, play some baseball, enjoy the rest of my evening. Wow, this market right now. It's a patient man's market, guys. Patience. Sit on your hands and wait for those no-brainer setups to come to you. I got easily distracted and tunnel vision on LIFE today. But that's alright. I kept my losses minimal. I was able to make back some of what I lost. And I patiently waited around for that opportunity to present itself. And that opportunity happened to be IRNT. And like I say, guys, when you're in profit, secure that bag. So you know how you secure these profits? You hit that little red X on your broker and you secure the bag and lock in them profits. That's how you do it. Don't be that guy that gives back your profit. It's not fun. JCS is still hanging around, guys. This could be a runner. Top plays going into the close. IRNT, JCS. What else we got? That's about it. 2 stocks. Market's about to close in 1 minute. See what happened to your BLU? Went all the way up to that 6 and stalled out. Now it's all the way down to 550. So hopefully you guys were able to sell into that push up to 6. Frank S says, good stream, Wolf. The pack is going to make it through this month and onto greener pastures. Yes, sir. This month, like I've been preaching to you guys, Green Day says it best. Wake me up when September ends. I've been preaching and preaching and preaching. September sucks. It sucks. So you want to be defensive. Market just closed. Just as JCS is trying to push up over that 950. Well, with these indexes getting hammered, guys, let them continue to get hammered. Nobody knows when these indexes are going to bounce. Nobody. Yesterday, the last 3 days, as a matter of fact, if you look at it, the SPY here was gapping up pre-market, looking like it was going to get a bounce, but stalled, sold off, panic came in, and closed lower. Then the next day it did the same thing. Gapped up, made it look like we were going to have a good bounce day, failed, stalled out, went lower, had a good end of day finish there. But then look, the next day, today, they gap it up, making it look like, hey, indexes are going to have a good bounce day. Nope. Crush your dreams. Fuck your dreams. It's going lower and lower and lower. That's what the market says. But JCS, there's your run. $10. Boom. Beautiful run. I still like IRNT as well. That's more of a swing type of trade. Hey, Rome, that's still a solid good play, homie. You had an entry in at 1960 and you sold around 22. That's a $2.50 gain per share, my man. That's a good return. In one day, you made money while the indexes were getting hammered in red today. That's a pretty good feat, if you asked me. Most people lost money today. So solid execution, my man. JCS. That's a good $1 run right there. $1 right into the close. I'd be selling into that run up. And don't forget about our IRNT. That stock still looks good too. Let's take a look here real quick. Solid good trade on IRNT. Rome. Today we were just talking about where is it at? I gotta find it. So right here at 2:30, I said, you know what I just realized? I have been noticing a lot of stocks slowly trending up on bigger time frames over the last few days. First, it was ATER, then TMC, IRNT, AEHR, then LIFE. You get it? That is the theme. Then IRNT, trending up slowly, got that push at the end of the day there. So there was two good opportunities right at the end of the close. Timing is the hardest part in this game, guys. Timing. IRNT, good, pretty much $2, actually $3.50 run right here. Just a basic trend move right there. Multiple ways you can trade this. Buy there, sell here. Buy there, sell there. Buy there, sell there. Buy here, sell there. Back and forth, back and forth. Or every time it hits the trend, you just accumulate, 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 accumulate. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be safe out there. I cannot preach it enough. It's Tuesday, so we still have 3 days left in the week. Keep your head up, keep studying, sit on your hands, guys. This is a type of market you have to be patient with the setups and the plays. If you're brand new, you're freaking out trying to trade in and out within seconds or under a minute, you're just going to get your butt handed to you. You are. A lot of people fail in this game. A lot of people fail. They get discouraged and they quit. End it out. Look at that beautiful background. Have a good rest of your evening, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. As I always say, have that patience, have that